Under the hot takes video I recorded a few days ago, a few people mentioned their own hot takes. So I said, why not record a follow-up? And if you want to submit a hot take in the comments, feel free to do so. If there's enough, I'll record yet another follow-up. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully you're having a great day. Consider subscribing if you like this content. Consider subscribing if you're new. Let's see the hot takes that people have today. Of course, I'll be giving my feedback and we'll be pulling up some stuff, and it just depends on what people say. Now, I have read through these comments already, as you can clearly tell, but I have not shared my thoughts on a lot of these. So let's just go ahead and go through it. First hot take. They should add another option to unlock hidden potential paths other than just dupes. Kind of like how in Dragon Ball Legends, you can add more stars through dupes, but also through Z power. You know, this is actually, I agree with this. However, the way they do it has to be they have to be extremely careful. Now, here's my idea with the way they should handle this. We all know about and I've talked about this a while ago. But I guess I'm not going to have the Elder Kai. Let's just go to summons. I'm going to assume an Elder Kai banner is going. Okay, here. So Elder Kais, right? They are used primarily for, increasing the super attack of characters. My idea that I've had for quite a long time, and I'm sure others have had it as well. I'm not claiming, rights to it or anything. But Grand Elder Guru does what to Krillin and Gohan, right? He unlocks their potential in the Planetamic Saga. So what I'm thinking is they should add a Grand Elder Guru card, right? That's similar to what Elder Kai does, except it unlocks a hidden potential node. Now, the way I see this working is you can only use one of those per character, or they just make it so rare, like maybe it's only given out during Worldwide, and maybe only giving out during Anniversary, and maybe only one per Anniversary and one per Worldwide. Something, because you have to understand, if they start giving those out like 3-4 per celebration, people are just not going to summon. So I do like the idea, but it's either extremely limited in the quantity they give out, or they don't allow us to use multiple of those per character, right? So not a hot take at all. I do think they should add it. Now, again, it does mess with Dokkan's, end game at some point. When I say end game, I'm saying financially, right? Because imagine you have 1 million players using that Grand Elder Guru to unlock a dupe instead of continuing to summon, right? They're going to, just including it into the game, they're going to, like, without a doubt, lose money in the long run. It may not be extremely noticeable in the first few celebrations, but I feel like if you start hoarding those, and I think at the end of the day, there's going to be a lower amount of money that they'd make if they just didn't have it in the game. I'm not sure how they would measure that, of course, because once they add it, right? But yeah, so let me know what you think about that. Let's move on to the next hot take. I believe the next hot take, trophy. Okay, hot take. The most fun I've had playing Dokkan and watching videos was from the 5th to 7th anniversary. So this isn't really a hot take. It's just like a subjective opinion, right? And I will say a lot of people, the peak for the game was definitely 5th to 7th. So I understand that. My hot take, 7th anniversary was somehow special compared to other anniversary. It somehow felt unique. So you're saying your hot take is that the 7th anniversary was, again, so this is, just like a more subjective take. But what I will say about the 7th anniversary, I believe the 7th anniversary, I mean, I guess you can say this about other, so not really. So let me pull up God Goku. Let's see if he comes up. So when these characters dropped for the 7th anniversary, their leader skill, like so their leader skill added an extra 30%, right? So if you use 2 of these characters, your entire team gained an extra 60% to stats. That is literally a mini EZA for every character on the team. So the 7th anniversary not only, had extremely powerful characters, but they buffed a ton of characters in the game. Like, a ton. So the 200% leader skill was one of the biggest changes the game has introduced, due to the fact that all the characters on these categories are getting buffed without actually receiving EZAs, right? So for example, movie heroes and Kamehameha, one character I can think of immediately is like the Tech Gogeta. So let's say this character here. This character, I don't know if you remember or not, but this character already had somewhat aged when this unit came out, right? Somewhat aged, okay? When this came out, this Gogeta, I'm not gonna say it was on top of the world again, but 60% of stats for this character, like, you saw a lot more play with this Tech Gogeta, simply because these extra 60% of stats made this character look pretty good. And a lot of that, also bled into a bunch of other characters as well. So that's the one thing about the 7th anniversary that I do like a lot. I appreciate you. I'd want the hidden potential to work something like the Eidolian system in Honkai. Let me know if you agree with that. I don't know what that is. So, let's see. Any other hot takes? Hot take, they need to add a skip button after you beat a stage, like Dragon Ball Legends. The grinding in this game is a pain in the butt. So, I've seen this take, and the reason why I disagree is simply because Legends is a PvP game, right? Legends is, like, the forefront of the game is PvP, okay? Dokkan is not PvP. So if we got skip tickets for events, what's the point of playing the game and grinding the game? By the way, I love the name here, Steins Gate on top. So what's the point of playing the game? It's like you beat it once and you just, like, the great thing about Dokkan is being able to beat an event and then mix up your teams and beat the event again, and the new missions come out, so now you're challenged to yet beat the event again. It's like, yes, the game is very grindy, but that's just the nature of Dokkan, and that's the beauty of Dokkan compared to other games where you can just skip everything. Because if you're able to skip most of the content in the game, it would be such a boring game, because you hop in, new event is out, beat it once, and then skip it 15 times to get the grind done, and boom, you're done, right? So I don't want Dokkan to play like that. I like the grind aspect of the game. When I load into my game and see my box, it makes me feel just a little, like, rewarded, right? Like, damn, I worked for all of this. I grinded all of this. I did all of that, I didn't just skip, this story event 30 times to get this character done, and, So I don't agree. This definitely is a hot take. Let me know what you think about that. They should update old LR animations. I agree. I wonder why, I should record a video. Maybe, or I don't know. But why did they upgrade LR Majin Vegeta's animations and not anyone else's? Like, they should definitely do something with that, right? Because the old LRs are definitely, I guess, like, what do they get out of that? I don't know. I wonder if Super EZA should include new unit animations, to be honest, to make them feel a little bit more special, I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. I feel like every extreme unit should get another link set that gives them 6 ki, 100% attack and defense, damage reduction of 40%, and chance to dodge, and crit by 30%. Yeah, that would be absolutely, maybe a little bit too good. I don't know if this is a hot take, but orbs are too hard to get for me. Like, how am I supposed to rainbow a free-to-play unit without being able to get enough physical orbs to get a character to 55%? So, hidden potential orbs are too hard to get. I don't know. I feel like, again, I don't know the state of this this person's account, so I can't say it's easy. Just do X, Y, and Z. Peton Battle's a thing. Doesn't really give too many orbs, but it's a thing. We do have Ultimate Clash. Someone's gonna say, dude, the first thing he mentioned is Peton Battle. That's exactly how you know orbs are too hard to get. But even if you exclude that, Ultimate Clash is a thing. you don't even have to beat Ultimate Clash all the way to get, you know, those orb rewards. At least some of them are available. The daily orb events also give out a ton of orbs like every single day. And then when the special events come out, or let's say special celebrations, where they're available 2 times a day, every single day for a whole month, like we just had, that's an amazing way to get a bunch of orbs, right? Also, staying in tune with the channel, I'm definitely going to, like, when a big thing happens that allows you to get a bunch of orbs, just a bunch of resources, I will definitely let you know. So, you know, stay on the lookout for that. But orbs, I would say, also like things like World Tournament, and now I'm seeing that I'm collecting a lot of orbs just from completing basic missions in the game. So I feel like if you go through the game, you go through all your missions and you see what you have to do, and you just get them done. And if they reward orbs, then focus on those, right? And when you beat Ultimate Clash or you beat these other events, you can actually go into the treasure, like Baba's shop, and exchange a bunch of those things for orbs as well. There's a bunch of ways to get orbs in the game. Maybe I could do like an updated orb guide, or something like that, but they're definitely, it's not the easiest thing to get in the game, but it's far from the hardest thing to obtain in the game. And it's just a matter of grinding, you know, at the end of the day. But again, it's hard to say that because I don't know the state of this character's account. I don't know how new they are, what characters they have. So it does kind of depend at some point, but you know. Hot cake. Did I say hot cakes or hot takes? Okay, just in case. Okay, so I think that is it for most of these hot takes. Let me know what you think. Some of these are interesting though. Like the one speaking about this hot take here, I disagree. Do you think Dokkan should have a skip button or like skip tickets? Like I think it just takes. I just think it takes away from all of the wow, I did this feeling for Dokkan. But let me know what you think. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.